All right, hey there, everybody. Happy Saturday night. We are live talking about the weather forecast next couple days, and it will be pretty warm as temperatures climb into the upper 80s and lower 90s. But compared to previous weeks, it hasn't been that bad. It's been actually trending a little bit below average, and I think we're going to be right around that mark, probably Monday, Tuesday for Labor Day. And then as we progress into next week, I think we get a little cooler because of additional rain chances and just a changing weather flow in general. Okay, talking outside right now, it is mostly quiet. We had a couple of storms west, and we'll talk about that and how much rain we saw west of I-35 earlier today. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below and talk about the weather here on KENS 5. It is still hurricane season. As a matter of fact, next week is the peak of hurricane season. September 9th, September 10th is usually when we start seeing the most activity in the Atlantic Basin. And so far this year it hasn't been too active. From Alberto to Beryl, which was a Category 4, to Chris, Debbie, and Ernesto, which was a Category 2 in the open Atlantic Ocean. Next names on the list are Francine and then Gordon. There is an area of disturbed weather off the Texas Gulf Coast, has a low chance of development. I think if anything, this is just going to aid in our rain chances Labor Day, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week. I don't think it's really going to become anything tropical or organized. However, you zoom out and you look farther east towards the Caribbean Sea and the open Atlantic, and now we have an additional tropical wave to keep a close eye on. Because when it starts off low in latitude like this, it has the tendency of moving farther west into Central America or southern Mexico. If that is the case, sometimes our upper level jet stream can pick these systems up like tropical storms and hurricanes and bring them closer to the U.S. Is that going to happen? It is too far out to determine. It's probably going to close in on, Cancun and the Yucatan Peninsula probably sometime next weekend, Saturday, Sunday time frame. So we have a long time to watch this. But again, if this were to be named, probably Tropical Storm Francine or Gordon, depending on what develops either before or after that. We just have to watch the Atlantic. But right now we're in a season where it really starts to ramp up. Also, if skies are clear and you're outside of the influence of light pollution, there are 6 planets visible primarily before sunrise tomorrow morning, 4 or 5 a.m. Sunrise is around 6:30, 6:45 in the morning. And this is not to scale, and this is not precise sky location, but you'll be able to see with a telescope, and if you're outside of city lights, the light pollution, you'll be able to see Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, and Saturn in the morning sky. Okay, radar was a little active today, mainly west. There were a couple of showers south of San Antonio earlier this afternoon. We'll watch it play one more time. Bam. And there were a couple of isolated downpours around 12 and 1 o'clock today. Towards Atascosa County, parts of Wilson County, which we'll show you in a second. And here it is right here. So you can see this is the last 24 hours, basically since midnight tonight. This morning, I should say. These are the rain estimates. And you can see San Antonio didn't pick up much. Wasn't much, especially east of I-35, pretty much nothing. But notice some of the rain estimates anywhere down Highway 90. It gets a lot more, right? Down Hondo towards Uvalde, Del Rio, parts of Uvalde County and LaSalle County, Maverick County picked up in some localized areas 2 to 3 inches of rain. Far removed from San Antonio, we didn't see much. I didn't see a drop today. But there were a few areas on the south and east side towards Floresville and closer to Von Ormy and down I-35 towards Devine and Lytle. That picked up maybe 1/10 of an inch and a little bit more towards Floresville and across rural parts of Wilson County and far southeast San Antonio. So again, not much in the city today, but we will see more rain develop isolated tomorrow, better rain chance Labor Day and Tuesday of next week, which again we'll take a look at in just a second. Any storms overnight from Grace? No, Grace. We're not expecting anything overnight. Maybe a couple of patchy sprinkles, but that's about it for rain coverage for overnight tonight. Better rain coverage Monday and Tuesday for the holiday. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't hit Texas if you're referencing the tropical system. But remember, in September, hurricanes, tropical storms are more likely to hit Mexico, to hit the U.S., the East Coast. So we have to keep our guard up because hurricane season is very active through September and then starts to trend down in October and then wraps up at the end of November. So it is hurricane season, so we have to keep a close eye on that. Okay, Labor Day forecast. Take a look. We're expecting scattered showers on Monday, high near 90. Monday afternoon with a mix of cloud cover and sunshine. It's not going to be raining all day Monday, but there is a 60% likelihood chance at seeing scattered rain and a few thunderstorms Monday afternoon, Monday evening. So something to keep in mind if you're having any outdoor barbecue plans Monday. Again, it's not going to be all day rain, and I don't expect it to be everywhere, but we're expecting a higher coverage of rain on Labor Day with sunset around 7:54 Monday night. Rain coverage tomorrow, 30% isolated shower. Don't let that cancel your plans tomorrow. Monday, Tuesday, slightly better. 50 to 60% coverage of rain. It's all going to move from the north. There's a little disturbance moving across Mexico as we speak, and that's going to drive across Texas. And then when you combine that with the heating of the day, Monday and Tuesday, highs right around 90, 91, I think that'll spark off a couple of downpours around the region. Again, it's not 100%, but it is 50 to 60% coverage on rain Monday, Tuesday, and then backing off Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But the chance is there for daily rain chances here in San Antonio and across the region, which that additional cloud cover, which will also keep our temperatures at or below average, which we love to see this time of year. Hey there, Robert. No more triple-digit days. Yeah, hopefully not. From what I'm seeing in the 5 to 10 day forecast, and even beyond that, here at Ken's, we look at the 10 to 14 day forecast, and it looks like by the early part of next week, so not Labor Day weekend, but the weekend after that, right? So basically, what I'm trying to say is September 8th, September 9th, September 10th, that's when we're looking at a weak cold front moving through. Now, I say that loosely, right? A weak cold front. It'll probably drop things down a few degrees, but with that being said, in the next 10 to 14 days, we're not expecting any triple-digit heat. It should just be right around average or hopefully below average, maybe in the upper 80s, which is typically what we see in the middle and end of September regarding average temperatures. But right now, late August, early September, average high 94. Today was 96. So we are in the neighborhood for where we are, but it's a lot better than a couple weeks ago of 107, 108. I think we're done with the triple digits for now, at least for this year. Obviously, it can get hot in September, but from what we're seeing in the extended forecast, beyond next week, it looks like it'll trend either normal or a little cooler than normal, and I think that's what we're going to see. 88 feels like 92 outside, so a little humid, but it is a little breezy. Easterly winds moving between 8 and 15 miles an hour, depending on where you're at. Today's highs, it was warm in the city, 96 to 91 at Bernie, 93 at Kerrville. No hundreds except in George West and Beeville, which, by the way, they hit 101 today, both in Live Oak County and B County. But look at that, 95 at Del Rio, 90 at Eagle Pass for the last day of August. It wasn't terrible here in San Antonio. Really enjoying the cooler weather, Terry. Yeah, I know, quote unquote cooler. It's not exactly cool, and it's not even normal, but it is a lot better than 100, 101, 102. So you have to look at the glass half full, that's for sure. Thank you, Terry, Robert. Wow, absolutely. Grace, you're very welcome. Of course, Terry, you're very welcome as well. Hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. And tomorrow will be just as nice. 20% chance we see an isolated shower. If you don't, you'll see a little bit of everything. Clouds and sunshine, highs in the middle 90s. A lot like today. So if you liked today, you'll like tomorrow. And here's the forecast. So let's actually break this down hour by hour. Let's rewind this back and show you what we have. And let's fast forward all the way to Monday. And I think this is just one model, so it doesn't exactly depict what is going to happen, but what could happen. Okay, tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., temperatures dropping middle to lower 70s. Nice start to the day. A little bit of cloud cover here and there, but that's it. Sunny skies, nice Sunday morning is in store. Okay, Sunday afternoon, there's that small chance at a stray shower, right? 3, 4, 5 o'clock, maybe a little earlier than that right there. Some of the models are just painting out maybe a 1 or 2 stray showers, but that's about it. Highs in the lower to middle 90s tomorrow. A lot like today with more rain out west. So the closer you are to Del Rio, the Rio Grande, Uvalde, a higher chance at seeing more scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. So just like today, where most of the rain was out west towards Del Rio down Highway 90, it's going to be like that tomorrow. So if you're watching from Hondo, Uvalde, Carrizo Springs, Rock Springs, or anywhere in Real, Edwards, Maverick, Valverde County, higher chance at seeing more rain tomorrow. So just heads up for there. San Antonio, not much, 20%, but I would say the farther west you go, 50 to 60% coverage of rain west of I-35 down Highway 90. Now, rain starts to wane down by Sunday night, but still a couple of downpours by this time tomorrow evening. Monday morning rolls around, more rain out west. This could easily shift a little bit farther east, which is what we're watching out for. And you can see on Labor Day, while it doesn't show much in the city, I think some of that rain that's out west will move in our direction. So we'll have to watch that very closely on radar. I think that's what will happen. As a matter of fact, let me look at another forecast model while we're here and just kind of get an idea of what's going to happen. So this is the IBM or the graph model. It's a high resolution forecast model. Let's go with the HRRR, which probably won't go as far out as I want. So this is the precip, so it'll show a couple of stray showers tomorrow, mainly between the hill country and out west. So even heads up for Fredericksburg, Kerrville, there will be a couple of showers out there tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, but predominantly out west tomorrow for Sunday. Let's see if this forecast model goes out far enough. It does to Monday afternoon. Okay, based on what we're seeing, we might have to bring down the coverage of rain because right now we're forecasting like 60% on Monday for Labor Day, but it looks like a lot of the coverage of rain will be either south or west. So obviously, again, this could change, and some of this will, I would say so, move in our direction Monday night. And there will be a high chance. I'll probably bring it down to 40%, not so much 60%, which is what we're forecasting originally on Monday. But that's what it could look like Monday afternoon for Labor Day. Don't let it cancel your plans. Just know towards the late afternoon and evening on Monday for the holiday, there will be a couple of downpours floating around on radar. So just a heads up there. Let's see. So that's Labor Day. This is a look at some of the forecast guidance on precipitation totals. You can see Sunday, tomorrow, not too impressive. A couple of isolated showers from the hill country towards Del Rio. San Antonio should escape fairly dry, but a stray shower is possible. And then Monday morning rolls around. And then Monday night and Tuesday, that's when it could get a little bit more active and unsettled. Higher coverage of rain Monday afternoon and Tuesday as well, where San Antonio, I would say on average, 1/100th to 1/10 of an inch on average, but there will be a couple of spots near a quarter between here, I-35, the hill country, and out west. And notice anywhere east and southeast, less and less rain. However, towards Houston, towards Corpus Christi, I think this forecast is going to change a little bit more. But here in our local area, the main takeaway is Monday and Tuesday, the best chance at rain will be west from Del Rio to the hill country to Bernie, and there will be a couple of downpours in the area Monday and Tuesday. So just get ready for a little bit of unsettled weather. If anything, if you don't see rain, you'll see more clouds, and this will keep temperatures down cooler than average. Normal this time of year is 94. On Monday for Labor Day, high temperature of 90, 88 on Tuesday. And again, I think we'll bring down the coverage of rain on Monday to about 40%. And same thing maybe on Tuesday, but it looks like at least a pretty good chance for rain. We'll take it. Wednesday and Thursday, 30% at some more isolated activity. But look at those temperatures, guys. I mean, not a triple-digit temperature in the forecast. Highs either in the upper 80s or lower 90s, and that is about it. So that is nice weather for early September. Look at that. First week of September, it will be warm, but it won't be as hot as the middle of August was, where, again, temperatures were trending right 101, 102, 103, and that's not too bad for San Antonio. Okay, tomorrow, again, 94, cooler. Monday and Tuesday, not as hot because of more cloud cover. Scattered rain and a few thunderstorms will be possible Labor Day. And Tuesday, I don't think it's going to be widespread, but there will be a couple of downpours floating around for the first couple of days of September. And then Wednesday and Thursday backs off on rain coverage, but temperatures still trending right around average in the lower 90s. Not bad. All right, guys, we'll go. We'll leave this on a little bit longer, but we'll be live on KENS 5 News at 10 in just a bit on another update on the tropics, on seasonal weather, on the 14-day forecast. So tune in to KENS 5 on CBS in about 25 minutes. We'll go on live. And we'll give you another update on weather, local news, and sports. Everything you need to know around San Antonio. Have a great Saturday night, guys. Be safe, and we'll see you tonight and tomorrow as well.